of the first things you figure out pretty quickly when you retire is that all of a sudden there isn't anybody to help structure your day. It's up to you. And I think a lot of people think that when you retire, you just kind of settle into daytime TV, casseroles, and elastic waist pants. Yeah, not for me. I would probably watch more daytime TV, but Mr. Rod likes the news on, so that's not really an option for me anyway. But that's all right. And as far as the casseroles go, I do make a mean casserole, but that's not about retirement. Retirement is about keeping your mind and your body active. It's about taking good care of yourself. It's about making plans. It's about looking forward. And it's about being creative with how you spend your time. For me, I've got some non-negotiables that help me structure my day and keep me from slipping into the abyss. The first non-negotiable is I take good care of myself and my appearance. I get up every day, I get dressed, I do my hair, I put on my makeup, I make an effort. Because for one thing, I don't want to look at myself looking like that every day, and I don't think Rod does either. And it's important. A little spritz of perfume, that kind of makes the day for any girl. Another super important non-negotiable for me is that I want to take good care of my mental health. So what that looks like in my world is it's a great help for me to have a structure to my day. So I do structure my days. However, I have to remember to have grace with myself and to give myself a little bit of a break. Once in a while I'll wake up and I'll just know that it's maybe going to be a tough day. So in that instance, I really need to let myself rest, let myself do next to nothing for the day. Thankfully, that doesn't happen very often because I hate not being productive. But that's one thing when you retire that's kind of a blessing, is that you can do that if you need to. But I really, really try to not have very many days like that because there's so many fun things to do. But if I need a day like that once in a while, I'll take it, and that's okay. Another non-negotiable for my days is that I do something creative every day. And for me, lately, that's been my beaded trees. You guys have seen those. And I've got a couple more other craft projects I want to start on. I've got some outdoor furniture projects that I want to do this summer. There's some old redwood furniture around here that I want to refinish and paint. So it's really important to keep your mind occupied and to keep your mind busy. And so doing something creative every single day, I think for me, is just something that has to happen. Another non-negotiable for me is that I like to do something to improve my side hustles every single day. Whether that looks like doing a couple of new posts for my Poshmark closet, whether it looks like working on something for YouTube, working on a blog, or maybe logging on to Pinterest and doing some Pinterest marketing. I try and do something in that area every single day. So these are some of my non-negotiables. Things that keep me emotionally steady, functioning well physically, hopeful for the future, and still feeling like myself. So if you're around my age, or even younger, and if you're trying to figure out retirement, or maybe you're just trying to make your life a little bit more exciting, I'd love for you to subscribe, and we can all do this together. So this is Kyla, apparently 65 going on 28. I'll catch you guys in the next one.